Hello. Return of the Thing, aka Josh's wiener. Josh's wiener sometime.
I love the wiener.
This shirt is honestly a thing. I don't know what it is about this shirt, but I usually get laid on the days that I wear this shirt. I don't understand why. It's like me being like passive aggressive that it's like, all right, I do have a penis.
I've got the shirt on. There's the thing here as well. Not.
Only our listeners apparently know this now. It's just the thing.
Yep.
It's just a thing.
We are the Murder Moose podcast, part of the Slashing Cast podcast network.
It's in the game.
Ooh. And this is episode 249, so next week's 250. Woohoo! But we're back. Brian's working at the record store like a hoe. And we're doing this. How the fuck are you guys? How the fuck are you?
Fantabulous.
Yeah. I spent the weekend at our First Nations sacred Sundance. Like, that is not a tourist thing that you have to be like exclusively invited to. And the elder that invited us said he's never invited anyone in the 7 years of being an elder. So we're literally the first people to be invited like that. So it was, to be there special. And to see all of that stuff. And it was like a thing back in the day when I started my career. They were a client of a place that I worked at. So I have like different ties to the Siksika Nation and stuff. So weirdly, like running into an elder at the farmer's market of all places, like Diana and I were like at this place, and she was looking at this like decorative plate, and it had like a chief on it, and she's like, "Oh, I wish I knew more about this." And then the elder that we ended up meeting was literally in the store at the same time. He's like, "Hey, I know that guy. That's Chief." I forget what he said, but he's like, "Yeah," and then started like going into the backstory, and she's like, "Oh my God, this is like a huge reason why I came to Canada." And that was what started it. Now we've been to powwows and now this Sundance, and had our faces like fully painted and blessed and in the like sacred teepees. And like, it was a crazy weekend that literally, like, I don't know very many people, especially white people, that will be able to, have done what we did. So I feel very honored that was my weekend. Man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
They were like, we accept Josh and his white man self into the nation. We are giving you the honors of throwing your dingling around in a teepee.
That was an adventure that we just took together.
It was an adventure that I didn't know where it was. I don't know where I was going. I just say things and they come out of my mouth, and here we are. That's awesome, Josh. That is awesome. And Kenny is back in the hellscape that is the United States of America. And
yes. Sorry for not being here last week. I have a friend who I don't get to see very often, only when I'm in town, and usually only once or twice while I'm in town. And at the last minute, we had something come up that we were going to do, and I was like, "I'm sorry, guys, I gotta go." So
it's okay. We had a good time talking about the strangers, and it's a good time with that. I was wondering if you guys saw that they had a Friday the 13th panel at Comic-Con, and the Angry Orchard Friday the 13th vignette is coming out in like August 13th or something like that. It's going to be
really
an 11-minute vignette with the new Jason and something to do with Angry Orchard, the hard cider. And they said in it, they're also supposedly working on a new Jason game and working on a Jason movie somehow. So I don't know how that probably is still planning stages because nothing's been announced for that. But like, well, weekend for the Jason stuff. So here, yeah. I mean, we all want more Jason. The last Jason movie was what 2000 and whatever Freddy versus Jason, which was what 2006, 2004.
Was that the last Jason movie?
Yeah, it was indeed. All the fan stuff that's come after that, but like the last official thing was that one, and then the only other Freddy one that's come out since then is the terrible remake. So the estates have been big issues there because of both of them being, back into the creator's hands and all that shit. So
yeah, there was one in 2009 or 2009. I remember that one coming out.
Yeah. That was the remake, right? So that was So we had the Freddy vs. Jason was the last Jason thing. So yeah, there's been minis and then the game obviously in the 2010s, and now we're back to like just it being nothing for a long time. So it'll be interesting. The I don't know. A lot of people have been hating on the new Jason mask. I don't know. It looks whatever. It's weird. I don't know about either one of you guys. I will comment about Jason mask, but the mask isn't what like makes me like. I'm like, oh my god, Jason looks so stupid, and I'm never gonna be able to, I can't like this Jason because his mask is not good enough. Like I don't know. I can crack on it, but like my favorite Jason mask is probably in part 8 when it's like, part 7 when it's like half gone and shit like that, and whatever. So who knows?
I don't see why people are mad about this. What's wrong with the mask?
The angles and there's the silly 13 holes, and I don't fucking know, man. That's people are complaining. I was watching Riley and someone else like from Slash and Cast talk about like the stuff that was coming out, and they weren't huge fans, but they said they were saying
be a Jason X mask at this point,
Check.
It's just a Jason movie, man. That's all I care about. It's weird that it's coming back as an Angry Orchard vignette for whatever, and it just seems like they're just all this is about is not that everything in Hollywood isn't about money in the first place, but everything is just like Jason merchandising this and Jason merchandising that and Jason merchandising. I don't know. It's very odd to me. But yeah, I can hear you, Josh.
I just worked on the Blu-ray cover for that Slash and Cast the Camp Blood Friday the 13th fan film. I just helped them with that today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I agree with them. I don't like the mask. It looks like a cheap knockoff Temu version of the Friday the 13th mask to me.
Yeah.
What I was looking at was like from 3 months ago. So who knows? I'm just waiting for it to pop up on this trailer.
They gave it to Greg Nicotero, which is the right person to do something like that with, because he's got what it takes. He's got his background is insane. And I don't know. I'm just, I think the thing with especially like a crowd for an 80s movie like this, the further you go into like away from what we're used to, you're going to get people that are like, what the fuck? Like the original was so much better. And like when you see a movie like the original Michael Bay remake of it, like I hold that so high. They understood what they had to do. They understood everything and they fucking nailed it. I love that movie so much. I don't care. The nipple placement was perfect.
The only thing I don't like about that Jason is his hair. I hate the like Homer Simpson hairdo, or it's
Come on. That line is the best line in cinema.
Which Jason were we talking about?
The remake from 2009.
Oh, the 2009?
Yeah.
But he also says that exact line.
So that was the last one. God damn it. I was talking about Freddy vs. Jason. No, it's the Jason remake's the last one. God, but
Freddy vs. Jason, meeting the guy who played him and hanging out with and getting pictures with that costume. That costume was fucking dope too. And
that wasn't Kane Hodder, right? That was a different one.
No, that was Doug. Dougie, his name was.
The only thing I really didn't like about him was that there's always all my problems with the Jasons are their heads. His head was way too fucking shiny. He had like shiny head.
Not as shiny as Jason X.
Yeah, but that's
I feel like that's been the whole. Well, that's the second time I was like, man, we can reference Jason X so many. No, just twice.
But
everyone.
But that's where like Jason X went like full on. They're like, let's just lean into how different and how spacey and how whatever. And then it worked again.
Yeah.
Whereas this isn't far enough away from, and they're trying to make it a remake. And that's where it turns into Timu rather than you did it right in my eyes.
I just also throw out there how amazing it is that we as a society now use an example of like a knockoff that's like kind of shitty quality as Timu.
It makes sense though.
Yeah, it does. It's just funny because like you're not the first. I hear it all the time, and I'm like, yeah, that's
My favorite is always when it's an actor that looks like another actor, but like a little less in this Timu that actor.
What was the one the other day? There was an actor who was like, looked like, oh, it's the guy in Lost Girl. He looks like Johnny Depp. No, not Johnny Depp. Russell Brand. But like he makes Russell Brand look like the Timu Russell Brand. So he's actually really cute.
Dude, Russell Brand is being charged with grape in England because he's a giant piece of shit. So anyway,
he's not a good guy.
Great. He's a very bad man.
Wait, can we not say the R word on the podcast?
No, we can. I just said grape because I get so used to like all the Instagram and TikToks of it.
Listen, we don't need newspeak here. You can say gun. You can say shoot. You can say kill.
Pew
you
pew.
Can say die.
Pew pew.
If you want to say grape, don't do that. Say rape
in that same sentence. Now we're gonna get sued. Man,
Josh,
that South Park was so good.
The PDF files.
I told Kid she needs to watch it, even if she doesn't like South Park all that much, because
it's fucking amazing. Yeah,
it's really good.
It's fucking amazing. Oh, also, I did see that Fantastic Four movie, and we went and saw it in Screen X. I don't know if you have that. Or
is that like the Rumbly thing?
No, it's I guess it's like a big thing in, I believe, like Asia or China, like wherever, somewhere else, not in North America, but they made the side wells into screens as well. So it's not for the entire movie, but like there's 2 or 4 other projectors that project the movie, so you stay focused on the main screen, but the whole fucking walls, not just a screen and a screen, it's the entire walls they made into screens, and it like completely immerses you like 100%. I was like, this is kind of going to be gimmicky. And then like they went hard because it starts off with special effects and like space and blah, blah. And I was just like, this fucking rules actually. Cause like the moving scene.
It sounds like the Vegas sphere, but like not the ceiling. That's cool.
Yeah.
Did they use it for Galactus? Is that what they used it for?
Well, like anytime there was like a fight scene or space or something big happening or something where you would want to be more immersed, then they turned it on. But then if it was just like dialogue, which the movie honestly is like, why it's good is because the movie's 75% just story driven.
Yeah.
And
it's just really good acting.
Action and stuff. Yeah. And I was like, fucking finally, we're not just seeing copy paste and like, 70% CGI bullshit. It was like,
does it break the Fantastic Four curse?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It definitely does.
I really liked it. And this is me, the guy who hates everything Disney now. It was
that's
Disney
true.
feeling, but like it had a story for once. Like, cool. I'm fucking on board. And Screen X, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that sounds dope. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was really good. I thought Pedro's Pedro and everyone else is dope.
Why are we not talking about this Ari Aster movie that Pedro's also in? He's in fucking everything right now. Like,
wait, there's a new Ari Aster movie?
Yeah, it's about like
the COVID movie
in like Texas, and like it looks
it's
almost a little too bang on, and that's what makes it scary. Even though
it's is it Eddington?
Yeah,
it looks
that's it.
Good.
Dude, you want to know what pisses me off though, Josh? Is they had a fucking weapons trailer before fucking Fantastic Four. I'm like, why are you showing weapons before Fantastic Four? And I don't want to watch Weapons is the barbarian, the movie about the kids. It's the barbarian director where the little kids disappear in the middle of the night and then they.
It looks very M. Night Shyamalan from the like trailer, but then like it's him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, this is going to be good. He fucking killed.
Yeah, and I all I know is that every time I see it or see stuff from it, I see the guy Wong from the Marvel movies with his eyes popping out of his head weird, like and blood coming out of his eyes. And I'm just like, stop showing me this. I was sold as soon as he told me he was making this. I don't need to see anything else. Barbarian was enough until this guy lets me down. I'm going to go see his movies regardless.
I've only seen the teaser, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
And like,
I had a full trailer before it, and I'm like with Josh Brolin and everything, and I'm just, God damn it.
Like for me, or in Canada, I guess at least, it was very heavily like Disney-ified, the trailers, the whole package I got.
That's why I was confused. I was like, why are you doing this? So I don't know.
Yeah, I get so many Disney-fied trailers in Canada.
Kim, you've never even seen a movie in Canada besides Minecraft, right?
Minecraft. Yeah, I had to sit through the Minecraft movie, okay?
Right.
Fucking...
Was it at a Cineplex?
Yes.
Nice.
Josh,
I mean,
did
it
you
was
buy
fun, but calm
I have
down.
like Cine Pass and everything at Cineplex. Like you pay $10 a month, you get a free ticket every month.
See, I would do that, but I'd have to drive to Regina, and that's like 2 hours to go see a movie, and like I'm gonna do that for Toxic Avenger probably.
Oh, fuck,
but like otherwise, like I wouldn't get enough out of it if I paid $10 a month. So
yeah,
no. I mean, mine is literally where Diana works.
Yeah, it makes sense for you. Absolutely.
Yeah, and like this is the week that I'll probably. Well, yeah, I got my free ticket again. It's like on the 26th of every month. I get the free ticket back. So it's usually like a Thursday night thing. I'll just like, what's playing? Oh, I might see. What is it? Eddington.
Yeah.
How many times a week can you go, or how many times a month can you go with it?
No, it's just the one free, and then the rest are discounted movie pass.
Gotcha.
So
the $10 is like that's the price of a ticket. So you're
the price of a ticket is like $15, $16.
Yeah,
and then
okay.
Add another $5 for any premium things like the Screen X, or there's Ultra AVX, which is just a bigger screen close to like IMAX. Then IMAX is like an extra $8, and there's like D-box seats, which is like another $5 on top of the $5. Like
I go to Alamo and it's like $12 a ticket or whatever, and like that's what it is. I don't like they have 10 screens at my Alamo and that's all. And I just go to Alamo and
this is like a normal theater. Most of the theaters now have switched to completely reclining chairs only.
Yeah, Alamo has that. Yeah. So,
but my theater's like old in comparison, so they have that special theaters that have all the other bells.
Yeah. I don't know if I've done anything else all that exciting.
I'm back in RimWorld.
Yeah, Kim's back in RimWorld. So she's making... I got in Tilly's RimWorld game, Gregorius Pfister, my mod from Brazil, got me pregnant. And then I had a Falhorden baby. And so,
what you guys are talking about.
It's a weird sim game where you're on an alien world and your viewers can like become people in it, and things attack and people starve to death and people go crazy, and then like
I don't have it turned on for chat right now. I'm just
because your chat is out of control. out of control. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't want it on where they can blow me up while I'm in space, because it's way too complicated to like have that shit go down. So
yeah. I finished up RoboCop, Rogue City, Unfinished Business. I
heard the devs were in and talked to you about dick shots.
Yeah, I told them that they needed a dick shot only mode because that's the only thing you needed in RoboCop.
Is this a real game?
Yeah, it's a real game. Game came out a couple years ago, and this is like a standalone expansion. And one of the I played it the day it came out, and one of the devs was in my stream. I was like, I need more dick shots. I want dick shot only mode. And he was like, what about it's not always possible because there's like robots and stuff. So I was like, I don't care. I just want dick shot only mode. Dick shot only mode. So like maybe. So yeah, I was very adamant about it because I'm me. So yeah.
That is something you would do.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys want to dive into The Strangers Pray at Night?
Sure.
Let us go.
Yes.
Let us go. It's funny. I started watching this yesterday, and then Plex had problems. I'm like, no, I only had like an hour left, and I was like, no,
Dude,
no.
I was in the circle at that moment. I was like,
Yeah.
I had some bars still. I had to get like a new phone. Like Rogers made me upgrade and stuff, and I was really putting it to the test because I was out in the middle of freaking nowhere, like at a Sundance, and I was remoting into my Plex computer and fixing it and adding movies and TV shows and stuff while
That's pretty awesome. I had watched parts. I'd watched like half of this movie before I finished it this time, and it's funny because like there's a lot of the original, like, you know, kind of like creepiness in this movie, but it's weird how this movie feels more Hollywood at the same time, because the first is so bleak and this movie is less bleak, even though it's bleak. But like the first one's like no one really survives, or you don't know if anyone survives. This one, you have the 2 survivors and stuff like that. And like, and all the fucking, they kill off the entire, you know, cast of like, of killers, or maybe they did, like, you don't know, right? Because that's how they leave you with that cliffhanger. They basically turn like Sackhead into like Jason Voorhees or something at the end of this movie.
I thought this was the first part of the trilogy. Like when we were talking about what we were going to be watching, I forgot that this was outside of that trilogy world, and was so fucking confused when we were. You're like, it's not even on there. I was like, yes, it is. Chapter 1 is you know, trilogy number part 1.
Okay, so I was like, straight up after you said, yeah, it is, I was like, okay, I guess I'm just.
No, I added it from my tent, like, because I didn't know. And I was like, oh shit. Well, I needed to watch it too. I hadn't seen it. I watched it this morning with my coffee, and everything you just said is what is wrong with this movie. It like, the Hollywoodness of this is what ruined this movie. The percentages that you see on Rotten Tomatoes are bang on, but with that being said, I feel like if this was edited and some of the song choices were changed and they worried more about actual timing of things, this could be a really fucking good movie super easily. It was just so clunky in its execution. Like some of the acting was mid, whatever, but like for the most part, it had all the right ingredients. It just wasn't put together properly. If I honestly have never watched a movie and wanted to do a fan edit ever in my life. And I was like, this, like, seriously, I watched this morning. I was like, I think honestly, I could edit this movie and make some great. Like make this a really fucking good movie, because like I am a huge fan of the original, and I know the things that they turned up in their ingredients package that worked for the first one that they completely lost the point on this one and got wrong, which the music choices was a stylistic thing, yes, but it almost felt like, hey, it's a Universal movie and Universal Studios Records owns these songs, so we're going to get these songs and put it in my movie just because I can.
I have to say, though, the music at the pool scene was my favorite.
Yes.
The pool scene is
so well done. The lighting and everything was really well done.
Yeah.
So that's
if it ended,
really did it.
If it ended, honestly, 15 seconds earlier than it did, and then it would have been a perfect scene, because I loved everything they were doing with that scene. And it was just the timing of it. Like, honestly, there's not too much that needs to be re-edited in this for it to land and have the impact that these scenes are trying to have. I was just like, man, this is so close, but fuck, they didn't nail it.
That scene is the most famous scene for this movie, because for years,
it's a trailer scene.
It gets brought up on YouTube videos all the time, like on the horror channels I follow, because it's so iconic. That it's what song are they playing? I forget what the song they're playing, but like that pool scene with I was seeing the kid earlier, and she really
Total Eclipse of the Heart. Sorry.
Yeah, Total Eclipse of the Heart. It's little baby Lewis Pullman in that scene this movie, who was just Bob in Thunderbolts, and was Bob in Top Gun Maverick. And I'm just like, he's such a baby in this movie. He's like he's supposed to be like 18, so he's probably
I was like, he does look fucking familiar. Where have I seen this before? Yeah,
that's Bob from Thunderbolts and from Top Gun Maverick. And
no way.
Yeah.
Man, totally Bob. Yeah.
And he's the best actor in the movie. Like
Thunderbolts. He killed it.
He's the best part of this movie. The sister's okay, but like you were saying that
the sister I had pegged as the little girl from Firestarter. So the entire movie, and I hadn't seen this, so I didn't know the ending. You know, every time I saw her on screen, I was like, I'm a Firestarter, twisted Firestarter.
Listen, she has the best name ever, and it's spelled the best way as well. Follow-up, my name is also Kinsey, spelled that way. Second follow-up, because my name is unusual, you only really hear when people are talking about Mackenzies or whatever. I don't hear people say it a lot out in public, and and even then it kind of catches me off guard. When they start yelling for her in this movie, I got cold chills. And I was like, is this what it's like to have a normal name? Because what the fuck? Like, that's got to be so unfucking nerving. I was like, I don't like this at all.
I mean, my name just shows up when you're banging your curtain rods and Date Everything, like Ken was doing the other day. Again, that's why, like, when I met another white Rodney in Vegas a couple years ago, he was like, yeah, there's another white guy named Rodney. It's not exactly the most common thing. That's why, like, whenever it's like Rodney is not a white guy's name most of the time, I feel like. But yeah, it's funny, Josh, because you're right in, like, I think that, like, I didn't mind the whole, like, taking a home invasion movie and kind of taking it from home into this, like, empty trailer park.
I love
kind of
that.
a cool concept.
No,
I like that.
There's so many good ingredients. Like I said, they had everything at their disposal. They just had to, like, add a bit more salt here and, you know, like, stir it a bit less because they it's the stupidest analogies ever, but that's how you make a movie, and some get it right and some don't. And
dude,
fuck, these characters are too fucking good. The masks are too fucking good. I'm happy that I can't. Honestly, I can wait because I have waited, but I do want to continue and watch the other one.
All about me.
Yep. Well, dude, the thing is, like, the only thing about the mask in this movie is the sack head looks way worse in this movie than compared to the original. Like, when you get close-ups of it, you can tell they just drew, like, a fucking smiley face across it with the Sharpie marker.
The things
that's kind of the point, right? Like,
the things that landed in the first one didn't land, though. Like, when he's standing, like we talked about last week on the poster, that scene made hairs on the back of my neck raise. Whereas this movie, they try that again, and I was like, this is so flat. Like, the lead up to it, the tension wasn't there, the music choice or whatever, you know, like, there was no crescendo. I will say the scene with her in that fucking tube tunnel thing
when the terrifying
doll face pops up behind her is fucking creepy as shit, and probably the best scare in this movie.
Like, one of the only jump scares that for me, I was like, okay, there we go.
Because you really hadn't seen doll face that much before that point.
And Pinup is that one.
Or Pinup, yeah. And you're just like, dude, also the other thing about this.
Have you seen the stuff going around where people were, like, driving down the interstate and seeing the truck with them in it? Because that's part of their promo for the new one. Like, you know, how Final Destination did the logs. That's part of their promo. Dude. And they're also just recording as they're doing it. But, like, so people are seeing it and they're like, dude, because they're just sitting there watching them, like, turning their heads and stuff.
They would do the same thing with the fucking I Know What You Did Last Summer. They had, like, people, like, being chased around by the fucking the hook killer and for Final Destination, or I Know What You Did Last Summer. And, like, I don't know. We talk about it all the time because, like, fucking A24 can't market their way out of a paper bag. But, like, doing that kind of stuff is awesome because it just gets you fucking, you know, attention, and it doesn't take all that much, but you have to be real careful with that because you're going to get yourself fucking shot by a popo.
Exactly.
And so you have to be walk that fucking thin line. And
I think that's why this one worked out well, because it's just them in a truck wearing masks. Like they're not chasing anybody. They're not doing anything. Just like I think that's why Smile worked so well.
Yeah.
But we don't know if they're calling in to the police and saying, hey, there is this thing going on. If you do get reports, sorry. Or, you know, I think like stuff like that has to be having some sort of permit in order to not get sued.
You know,
I would assume so.
You know what I do really like in this movie, though, compared to like, even it goes along with the first one, that fucking, especially like the kill, there's only like 2 kills on screen, like for this one, like, and like both of them, I feel real brutal. Like the mom getting stabbed in the fucking back when she's trying to escape out of that trailer is a really, it feels like you can feel that knife, like, you know, chuck it in her, and like it just feels.
Brother in the pool.
Yeah. Well, that, and then the dad, when they get in that car accident, and he's just like, he's like, how he's looking at it, Damien just fucking kills it in the scenes where you get to actually see him act a little bit with that mask on. But like, he pulls it out and he's just like kind of looking at it, and he's just like jump and like up through his, like, you know, his jaw. I wish we got
like I felt like the cold open was like lifeless. Obviously, they go in and kill those people, but I felt like if it wasn't a studio film and it was something like Terrifier 3, like that cold open in Terrifier 3 is just like how you fucking do it. It's like so fucked. It's so crazy in your face. And this movie, I feel like everything after Terrifier 3 is just like the bar is set so high for disturbing and horrific and whatever right on the opening. And this was so like, it's like you open up a pop that you thought was going to have fizz and it's completely flat. And you're like,
do you think that has anything to do with like development of cold openers and stuff over the years? Because this was like 2018 and Terrifier was more recent. I don't remember a lot of cold openers. I know that they're there. Don't get me wrong. I don't remember a lot pre-COVID.
What? Like, I mean, Scream has like one of the craziest cold opens ever.
Yeah.
Or even the Friday the 13th opener. Remember how long the Friday the 13th opener is? Like the remake is like a 20-minute. Yeah.
They kill everyone and have to reset and introduce a whole bunch of new characters. Like, that's why I was just like, and they, anytime a movie is that awesome and then does the full screen, like Drag Me to Hell did it, Friday the 13th did it, and the latest Evil Dead Rise did it with the scalping, and then
Evil Dead Rise one was crazy good.
I was like, this is metal as fuck.
They're shooting the new one right now, I guess.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
So yeah, no, there is a lot to like in this movie, but there's also, like, you could see, like you're saying, Josh, that's why you're almost there, and then you fumble on the fucking 1 yard line. You're like going in, and you just fumble, like, and it's more than that, but like, it's very much like, it's that thing where it very much feels like direct to DVD. And I don't mean just direct to streaming. I mean direct to DVD. Like, it has that feeling of a 90s kind of a slashers, like especially the pre-Scream kind of like 90s slasher kind of thing, right? It's like, it has that element of like my head,
the packages in my head, you know, like of finished products or posters or just like full art direction, creative direction, that type of thing. Like, seeing a full umbrella over top of something, my mind started like just going to certain scenes and certain artistic choices that I would have made, and like to really grunge it up and to make it more bleak. Because this movie, it's almost like they're like, okay, you know, the first one, how bleak that was? Yeah. Like, this is what we want to do again. And then Universal's like, yeah, but, you know,
you need an American ending.
Yeah, turn the American ending down. Can you make I couldn't see what was going on in there. Could you brighten it up a bit? And, you know, we want to sell some more popcorn too. So could you add this song?
It's the thing where the first one is so memorable because of like how it ends, right? Like you don't know if she survives. You just kind of assume she doesn't, but like the whole phone call and everything at the beginning. But like this,
because you're home is such a better line than.
Why wouldn't we? Isn't that what she says? Why wouldn't we? Also,
why not?
Their masks, yeah, why not? Taking their masks off, or her mask off specifically, is a very weird thing. And the whole
because she's so pretty.
It's not even that. It's just like it takes that mysteriousness away, right? It takes that thing where you like, why did you have to do that? Why do you have to take this character and make her like?
It was in her contract.
I don't know. I think that mask being taken off was one of the things I didn't like about it. Like I thought this was mostly fun. I just think that like you kind of lose me when after the pool scene because like the daughter
she's a fire starter.
Yeah. Was she in that music video? Is that what you said you knew her from?
No, I thought she was the girl from the Stephen King remake Firestarter. So I just kept saying that song in my head every time I saw her. And then I looked it up and I was like, like right before she fucking blew up that truck and lit it on fire. I was like, wait a second, what the hell? Like, why was I saying this?
There's more logic things about this movie that crack me up too. So the truck, their immovable, perfect fucking truck that is a giant piece of shit, runs engine first into their truck. Their truck stops working from being rear-ended. And while their truck that hit them engine first is like, oh yeah, I'm fine. I don't know.
But that was an older truck. Yeah, they had
an OSB. Like that truck is not going. You can ram that sucker literally through a trailer and it keeps going.
Not minivans though.
Nope.
Those are like fiberglass. Like
No. I meant more. Yeah, you're right. I was just like, it comes across silly in the movie. You know what I mean? It comes across like what
I was right there with Kin because like my dad had an old truck growing up, and I was like, this thing is a fucking tank.
Yep, my dad's could have driven through anything. It was solid metal. Like that bitch was not. Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm going to go off of that. And then my next thing that I was like, why? She gets out of the truck after she's been hit like 17 times with the other and doesn't bring the shotgun with her.
There were so many turning your back to this fucking bullshit stuff. Like the son
not shooting her in the head. Yeah, not shooting the doll head in the
cliche thing. Yeah. Okay, you guys go here and we're going to split up now. Okay, like right off the bat, split up. And then they kept doing this, the number one things you're not supposed to do.
To be fair, when they split up that first time, like it's not really. They're like they haven't
because the parents don't want to listen
yet, right? Well, they don't know.
We just found the fucking grandparents cut up. Yeah, they're cut up.
You're right.
Like this is what the information they just got, and it's like, you know what? Let's all get into the minivan. Get the fuck out of here, guys. That's normal thought process. No, go and lock yourself in a house that we just left unattended, and they're definitely already inside. No thanks.
I do like the scene in the fucking right before the pool scene where he's trying to call the cops in the hut, like the store part of the pool of the place, and he's like on the phone with them and they're just like clicking and then like they're behind him and everything. I like that scene too. But yeah, he should have shot that chick. He should have shot the blonde in the face when he had a chance. And then whatever happened? Okay, did I miss something? That they had the pistol, and then the pistol just disappears. There's no more pistol anymore. Like, where did the pistol go? Like, I don't know. And dude, you stabbed that one lady. You stabbed the fucking one chick to death, but you couldn't shoot the other one like 5 minutes before that. Like, stabbing someone feels way more personal than shooting them in the head like you could have done. But I don't know. Where'd King go? Oh, there she is. Okay. That was weird. Maybe it was just on my screen.
No, she's frozen. I'm going to refresh her.
Refresh the Kenny Poo. Kenny Poo.
I did refresh her. She just left. She left us.
You didn't know
she left us.
You didn't know it was Pullman though. I was like, is that baby Pullman? It is. It's Louis Pullman. The man who only plays in movies if his character's name is Bob, because that was him in both Top Gun Maverick and Thunderbolts, like I said.
Well, that's what you do.
There's Ken.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
also thought the dad's acting was okay, Josh. I didn't think his dad was. I thought the dad was pretty decent, and like whenever he was in this, the mom was she was probably. I don't know if the sister or the mom was worse, but
the mom was worse. She was in Drive, and she was one of the worst parts of Drive.
Yeah, I was looking through to see what all she was in, and I couldn't really find a lot. Like, I mean, I could see stuff on her IMDb, but nothing I really super recognized.
yeah.
Like that whole
The
scene in
dad
the
was
washroom.
in
Yeah,
X.
I've seen the dad
was
in a
he?
bunch of stuff.
I mean, obviously the star of this is now Louis Pullman because he's like doing Marvel movies and Top Gun Maverick and all this shit. And he was originally supposed to play Bob in Thunderbolts. He was supposed to play. He was supposed to be the Asian dude, Steven Yen from Walking Dead was originally supposed to be that character. And then
I couldn't imagine it now. Like,
Yeah.
he was that movie.
Well, it's funny because that was a little too on the nose, anyways. Because Steven Yen plays Invincible, so it was like we're just gonna make Invincible in the fucking,
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that calling this like a direct-to-DVD or direct-to-video movie pre-Scream, like I said earlier, it feels pretty accurate. It feels like it's that thing of like early 90s.
But aren't the new ones just doing that? Like the Shudder thing, or are they going to theaters as well? I have no clue. I haven't seen any of that.
I mean, the first Prey or the first Strangers was in theaters. Yeah, it bombed real bad, but it was in theaters. And the other one was supposed to be out this year, but or last year, I think.
What's his
Or I
name
don't know.
from Barbarian and the guy that I met at the horror con who was like just hanging out with me? It was fucking rad. He's in all the new ones.
I don't know. You mean
The older guy, the
Yeah,
guy
the
that
older
plays
guy.
the father?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I can't think of his fucking name now.
I'm terrible with names. I met him
Yeah.
once. or
Richard
once.
Brake something.
Nixon.
Yeah, Richard Brake.
Yeah, Richard Brake.
Nixon.
Dude, I saw somebody saying that like somebody just needs to give this guy like a romantic comedy or something because he looks so creepy and just like let him not be creepy for one movie.
He loves it.
Dude,
Dude,
he
you
was the-
haven't seen what's it? The Last Stop in Yuma.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, you
I
did?
saw that one. Yeah.
Fucking fantastic. So good.
I liked it. I thought it went on a little long.
That's why the director got Evil Dead, though.
Was it?
Yeah. Like he remortgaged his house and funded the movie himself and like was all in on this
The movie-
and it worked out for him.
That movie reminded me of things like Pulp Fiction and stuff, kind of like the diner scene and stuff like that. Like they took the diner scene and drew it out into a whole movie kind of thing. It was like that combined with No Country for Old Men was that movie. But Richard, yeah, that dude is so good. He was like, if you've ever seen that 31, the Rob Zombie movie, he is by far the best part of that movie.
Yeah.
And Assignment Close.
He was in that movie? I didn't even.
He was the main
He was
clown.
he was the
main guy. Yeah.
yeah, he was the bad guy. Yeah, from the very beginning,
He's-
and then like
he's
yeah,
deep into Rob Zombie's
Right.
world.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
in
'cause he-
now.
he ended up being
He's
the
in
third
in
third one
Yeah. Yeah.
because of what do you call him?
Hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the guy
And
who
he's
was
in the
sick.
Monsters and
Yeah. Yeah, it's such a it's weird though too because you really
he's only
did
in
change.
chapter
Oh, is he in chapter 1?
yeah, he's in chapter 1, but I guess I thought he was in all of them. So I assume he dies in chapter 1.
I don't know. I know nothing about chapter except that I heard not.
Oh,
one
he
good
plays a
thing.
sheriff in chapter
Okay.
1. So I'm assuming he's a dead sheriff.
No, I don't think so because it sounds like they're going to like they're exploring that whole town in like it kind of sounds like the
Oh no,
or something.
upcoming Strangers Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. Never fucking mind. He doesn't die.
What would have made all those movies that he's in, like the Rob Zombie movies, better?
What?
If Sherry Moon Zombie wasn't in them.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's not like the thing with what's his name? What is his name? Oh my god.
Paul Anderson?
No, not Paul Anderson. Flanagan and his wife.
Oh.
He puts his wife in things, but she's really good. And
She's
he's
a really good actress.
Yes. So
Sherry
like
Moon
that
Zombie
team makes sense.
has one character shtick.
Yeah.
And she has ran that into the ground. I mean, she did really well in Lords of Salem. I liked her in Lords
I
of Salem.
love that movie.
And I liked her
that
in
movie.
his Halloween.
Yeah.
But other than that, and she was great in Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, stop. That's enough.
But that's when she was like super fucking hot and didn't have to do much on screen to just have a presence. And
I mean, I was thinking, I said Paul Anderson because he does the same thing with Mia Jovovich. That's the same. She's in his wife and she's in all of his movies. Too,
right. Yeah.
But she's still better than Sherry Moon Zombie, but
Yes.
she's not great either. But so
no, she's got a presence though.
I didn't realize that Richard Brake was the like head White Walker in Game of Thrones.
Oh, was he?
Mm.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's cool.
It's cool.
He's fucking rad.
Josh,
I was very happy to see him.
now in my head, I just want to see the Josh edit of this movie. I want Josh to go in.
I wish I had
edit this
time
movie.
or fucking funds to accomplish this. Like,
I know.
funds are so tight right now that it's not fun.
Yeah. I understand. I'm not saying, but in my head, I have it like, I'm like, oh man, I wish I could see what Josh wanted to do with this. I want to see Josh's vision of what it would be like.
I've honestly never wanted to do it before.
Yeah.
Because I'm not an editor. Like, I've edited my own things and I am a director of several different creative avenues and art director for fucking ever. So like, there's a lot of artistic choices that I feel would just solidify this movie as a whole, because I felt like the art direction was trying to do one thing, especially when it came to like the marketing of this movie with the like neon things that they were doing. They were trying to like lean into like the Purge style of things, but they didn't go all in like the Purge does. So it didn't work. The one scene that we are all talking about that goes down in this movie is the only scene in this movie that looks and feels stylistically like they made a choice beforehand. Yeah. There's only 2 shots in the movie that actually look artistically thought through from the beginning, when it randomly zooms up to her eyes and then does the match cut to the front of that building with her eyes, the 2 lights. Dude. I was like, I love that. Why isn't there more of that like decision making in this movie?
You know what they do in this movie that actually makes me mad? And I don't get mad at cinematography. They do the thing where they're dual focusing, and I fucking hate it.
It felt a little forced.
They do it twice in this movie, and it just
at the beginning with the mom and the daughter. Yeah.
And then there's one other scene where they do it. I'm just like,
I loved the super zooms they were doing though. Like that I loved.
Yeah. That's cool. The 2 characters, you focus on the foreground or you focus in the background. You don't focus on both because it looks bad. It looks bad, and you should feel bad that you did it. You should feel bad. And like,
this movie was only an hour and 30 minutes, and because of some of the clunkiness on the timing, it made it feel longer, which is not a good thing. And honestly, you shave off like 5-7 minutes and add in maybe like 1 or 2 more like lead up shots for other scenes. And this movie, you know, obviously with other sound design things and stuff, it would be fucking so good.
Dude, you just cut out everything between the murders at the beginning and like the diner scene or something like that, you could take 15-20 minutes out of that movie and like just
but that's all the reasons why you are supposed to care for these characters. That shit is so important that maybe its presentation and some of the lines and how they were delivered, wasn't landing. She was a little too emo, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
She didn't feel emo enough. It
felt forced.
Yeah,
it didn't feel genuine.
But I mean, also that could be that whole high school world of ooh, I'm edgy and blah, blah, blah. Did they ever say what she did, or was it just that
she was a screw up? Yeah, she was a screw up.
Okay.
Dude, it's so funny because you say that, and Josh, all it makes me think about is the scene where she's smoking the cigarette, and Lewis Pullman's like you have to and he's sitting there acting as a teenager, and he's coming across as authentic and real, and she's just like,
yeah, but I'm acting and I don't smoke in real life, so you can't make me.
And that was just the perfect scene what we're talking about, where it's just man, it's just he obviously Lewis has gone on to do bigger and better things, and
I wonder if that was ad lib.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But that scene, I'm just
amazing.
You're he's got that charisma, and she's just like.
Yeah, there was a few scenes where I wish she was just not wearing that shirt, but whatever.
Yeah,
not in that way, just a different shirt.
But she's so punk rock, Josh. She's so punk rock.
Okay, I believe you,
dude. There's some ridiculous lines in this movie because of that shit.
Okay, I believe
him going. I know you guys can't afford. Lewis Pullman's going. I know you guys can't afford this because you cancel cable.
Yeah, I know that my mom and dad sending you you're breaking mom and dad financially or whatever.
She's like, how do you know that? Because they canceled the cable.
So has anyone dove into or checked that line at the beginning and on the poster based on true events? What?
I did. I wanted to look up what the lore was. I wanted to know what the history was, all of that. And it goes back to the same as the previous and all the future lore, which is basically the Mansons, the Manson family. And the Manson family just going up to doors and being like, oh, hello, or oh, my car broke down and shit like that. And that it's basically they wanted to take that concept and make it feel supernatural, but also extremely realistic. And honestly, the first Strangers movie, I've talked about this before, but when I watched the first one that you guys talked about last week, I was down here and a cat leaned on the door, and I'm already very skittish with home invasion. He's fucked me up. But a cat leaned on the door and it hit the door a couple times, scared the fuck out of me. I was like, I can't do this. So they already unnerved me. And I know you guys were saying it's less scary because it's in a trailer park. To me, that's even scarier because you don't know who's where. At least if you're in a lone house, you can I don't know. To me, it was scarier being not necessarily scarier, but still scary.
Yeah.
It didn't have the same confined feeling that adds to that tension build in a good way for a single home invasion. That's why The Purge 1 worked so well. That's why Stranger 1 worked so well, because they could play off of that tension build of you not being able to escape. Whereas there was more of exploration and maybe that that dread feeling of oh no, you feel confined, and they can play off that. Wasn't as much in this, but I'll just leave it at that. Because
they come across as more supernatural. They come across as more supernatural in this one, like Ken was saying. It's the
100%.
Especially him sack face at the end is just Jason.
That was very Jason.
Yeah, he just won't die, and it's just
that's what a lot of the stuff said online when I was reading about it last night.
What did they say?
Oh, that's just what it was. A lot of people were like, it's not supposed to be supernatural, but Sackhead makes it feel supernatural because he doesn't go down easy, and because he keeps coming back. And you don't know,
You don't know.
You don't know. You weren't there, pussy.
You don't know me. You don't know me.
Pussy.
pussy.
Pussy. See here now. Pussy.
And yeah, it's weird. It really is weird because they do change genres so much while maintaining the same idea of these three just going out and basically committing random acts of violence, right? That's the whole thing. Is like this whole thing is about random
Violence
acts of
for the
violence.
sake of violence.
Yeah, which is scary because it's the whole randomness. Like calculated violence. A man kills his wife is way less scary to the most people. Like obviously, if you're not in a situation in a relationship where things are fucked up, it's probably less scary to you. But like the idea of just someone randomly walking up to your house and like fucking doing that shit. Also, like the other thing about this, as we're sitting there talking about it, what kind of fucking time? They killed the fucking the relatives at the beginning. How long were they just sitting around walking around the fucking trailer park? Like, what were they doing in between that? In like the whole like. Then, because I assume that was the night before or earlier in the day, so they're just driving around, like like what are they doing? I want to know. I want to know what they did at that trailer park all day long. Did they go swimming? Were they like? Were they?
They were doing the like Kevin McAllister thing. They're setting up.
They were making sure their truck could go through trailers, well, and yeah, it could do it, dude. Also, fucking another stupid thing about this movie that made me mad. Why is the girl chasing after the fucking Jack in the Box? Like, what are you doing? Why? Like
Jack in the Box?
Yeah, like when she gets stabbed in the leg or whatever, she's like, there's like a Jack in the Box or something like that she picks up off the. Yeah, that she picks up on the floor, and that's when she gets attacked because the chick was whatever. I'm just like, why are you doing that? Like it. I don't know. I get the whole him not shooting her in the head more than I get her going into that trailer looking for that fucking, whatever, the Jack in the Box, whatever the fucking thing was. I don't know.
Movie.
Oh, shit. What?
Movie.
Okay,
Why?
well,
because movie.
Next week is 250, and I don't know what I don't know. I don't know if we've talked about it enough. But it's another 50 episode milestone. So which is basically a year. But is there anything someone suggested we do the fucking first movie we ever did, Josh, which I don't even remember what the first movie was. It The Ritual? Was that The Ritual? Is the first?
Yeah,
movie
it was like that new or Australian movie, right?
So, or it was the Dementia movie.
Wasn't that Australian?
Yeah, I think it was, but. Was it called Ritual? What the fuck was that movie called? I don't even remember. And I was trying to look through on Spotify, and they don't have our episodes backlogged enough on Spotify. But I don't know. That was the idea. Also, I thought the idea of watching Psycho Gorman would have been exciting because that would have been funny because Psycho Gorman was such an early obsession of the podcast.
That's just a love fest the entire time, though.
I don't even know if we're gonna with Kin. Are you going to be around for the next one?
Should be.
Okay.
I'll figure it out. This depends on what happens because we get in late Saturday night and then Sunday, whatever they've got going on, and.
Well, this is I'm not doing 250 without you, Ken, and Josh and whatever. You've been over this fucking 3+ years now. We're not doing 250 without you, so we'll delay if have to. And I would like to have Brian there for sure, too. So why don't we just talk about it and we'll bullshit, and then we'll just, I guess next week will be a surprise.
Surprise, butt sex.
Surprise, butt sex. And we'll figure it out. Look, we'll talk.
That's
and I want to talk.
Surprise.
I always keep lube around, so it's never a surprise. No. So we'll talk to Brian, too, and see what he says. But yeah, I want 250 to
say yes to butt sex.
Oh, yeah.
Of course you will. Brian's a trooper.
The best way ever.
And then after that, okay, not next episode. I want to see if we could get KPP to come around and do Dangerous Animals with us. Yeah, Dangerous Animals, with us.
That'd be
so
sick.
Yeah,
we can't do that movie without her, and I want to watch that.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll figure it out.
We're gonna see a good one with her? No way. No, way.
When our best friend with her stuff,
shit.
Iron Skies or whatever that or Shirks.
We thought it was going to be good, and it turned out to be way better.
Yeah.
Than worse.
We were It's just shitty but awesome at the same time. It
was good in the same ways that like Kung Fury is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll figure that out next week. Okay. So Strangers Prey Night has one really cool scene, and it's just so close and yet so far. So, yep, we'll wrap up. Okay. Kenny Poo, all your stuff. Where is it?
Twitch.tv/Kintinue. That's KINTINUE. And I'm pretty much everywhere else like that, except on Instagram. It's official Kintinue. I stream every day at 8 a.m. Eastern. And yeah.
Yeah, with the little ocean. Yeah. Josh, how's the app? You could just say good, or you could say thumbs up or thumbs down. That's all you have to do.
It's so close. WRB card is coming soon. All my stuff is at wrbdesign.co. I'm actively bringing on new clients right now, heavy and hard. And I have a few new IMDb credits under my belt for, just graphic design, helping out teams with their Indiegogo campaigns, all the merchandise for their movies, and all that stuff. So Black Sheep is coming soon. I just helped out with, what was it? The frickin' Camp Blood. And Peter Anthony was just talking to me today, and I'm helping him with another poster very, very soon for one of his upcoming movies as well. So yeah, I love doing key art, and I'm available.
Nice. I continue to just stream at twitch.tv/Rogers_Johnston, and I'm getting ready for Burning Man to run off for a couple of weeks. So see how that goes. But yeah, next week it's episode 250, motherfuckers. So thank you for listening, for all you people who have. This has been a long time, man. This is almost 5 years. So love you, motherfuckers. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. It's in the game.